magandang hapon. Marahay na hapon sa Indogabos. Good afternoon to everyone. Sister Jessie po. Shout out sa gabos na mga taga Matagbak, Kilikaw, sa mga magurang duman, asin sa gabos na mga ADS sa buong Pilipinas at sa tuyang mga ACI family sa buong Pilipinas. Today is Friday, December 13, 2024, Memorial of Saint Lucy, 2 days before the third Sunday of Advent na tinatawag nating Gaudete Sunday. Rejoice, magalak, He is coming soon. Handa na ba kayo? Handa na ba tayo? Welcome to our program, ang Usapang Bukasyon ACI, every Friday at 1 p.m. Nung nakaraang Biyernes, episode 15, na pinamagatang Tune In to the Symphony of Your Calling, ang mga panauhin natin ay dalawang musikerang ACI sisters, isang Pilipina na nagmimisyon ngayon sa Indonesia, at isang friends na nagmimisyon sa Roma, at isang musikerong seminarista na kasalukuyang nag-aaral ng theology sa Loyola School of Theology. Ngayong hapon, episode 16, na pinamagatang The Breadwinners Who Found the Real Bread. Makakasama natin ang dalawang ACI sisters na nagtatrabaho na bago pa sila pumasok sa kumbento. Dito lamang sa Usapang Bukasyon ACI Episode 16, The Breadwinners Who Found the Real Bread.
Thank you, Sister Jessie, full of energy. So, our Sister Martha Hang, ACI also, good afternoon to everyone. I'm very glad to be here with you again. And shout out to Jam Rudy, Jam Wilma, and the Aurin, and the Martin, Chad, Jessa, and all those who are watching and listening our program this afternoon. Thank you.
Ako naman po, ang naalala ko last week, yung sa episode 15, tuning in to the symphony of your calling, is that music is a gift from God. And every gift of God carries a mission. Music is a language of the heart, and the Lord can actually use it to reveal our vocation and even to sustain it. In my case, talaga, napakalaki po ang tulong ng musika sa aking bokasyon through the years. Music is also a powerful way of evangelizing and witnessing His great love. Let us allow God then to create beautiful music in our lives, and then in turn, we also create beautiful music in the lives of others. Amen. Maayong hapon sa tanan, sa Giraray Sister Net po, ACI, shout out sa lahat ng mga birthday celebrants today. Birthday greetings to Sister Amawel. Today is her birthday, and then belated birthday greetings kay Sister Emmy, kay Emma. Shout out din po kay Hana at sa lahat ng mga sumusuporta sa ating programang Usapang Bukasyon ni ACI. Before we introduce our guest, allow me to define what is a breadwinner in the context of our episode entitled The Breadwinners Who Found the Real Bread. Being breadwinners here does not mean being the sole breadwinners. It simply means that they were working already before they entered, and that in some way they were helping their families as part of the team that could provide food or any needs of the family. And let's find out later in the program who or what is this real bread that they have found, which made them give up everything and follow Him.
Okay, wag na nating patagalin kasi excited na kami na makapanayam ang aming mga bisita, ang aming mga kapatid na dalawang ACI sisters. So, please introduce yourselves, Sister Beth and Sister Car. Hello.
Hello po. Hello. Magandang hapon po. Good afternoon
Magandang
to all.
hapon.
I'm Sister Beth from Piodoran Albay. At this point, nasa East Timor po ako, Basartete. So, mahina pang signal.
Oo.
Okay lang.
Pero very clear po ang voice mo.
Clear.
Oo.
Okay. Thank you.
Welcome.
Sir
Hello,
Car.
good afternoon po.
Good afternoon.
Malinaw po ba yung boses ko?
Clear.
So ako po si Sister Maricar. So lumaki po ako sa Maynila, but my family are from the north. And I am a sister of vows and currently assigned here in our community in Naga City. And I am very happy to be with you this afternoon for this
Okay.
episode. Thank you.
So,
Okay. Thank you, Sister Beth and Marika. Now, what was your work before entering the convent? Did you consider yourselves as a breadwinner or one of the breadwinners in your family? How did you feel about it, Paul? Thanks be to God.
He has to contact pa the ano. He has to contact the guest. It's okay, everything
Okay, later.
will be okay with our smile.
Smile. Oh, beautiful. Set up again. 150. Okay.
May backup yun kanina.
Alin po?
Kanina, show pa yun? Yung kanina?
Opo,
Madidelete
hindi
na
man po
yun?
naputol yung live po.
Ay, salamat. So,
dito lang.
so parang mag-continue lang siya?
Opo.
Yehey. Yung mga, ano natin, yung guest. Scheduled, no?
it should be doon tayo.
Time check
Okay. Balik po tayo. Medyo nag-break lang po, nag-brown out. So, yeah.
Continue. No?
So, Sister Beth and Maricar will share about
the question.
the question. Who will be the first one? Beth? Sir Beth?
Ay,
O Maricar?
yeah,
America. Okay.
Car?
Okay, si Sir Beth
Okay.
muna daw.
Okay. Ako. So, yung first question na before entering yung work, I work as a midwife sa City Health Office, Legazpi for 2 years. So, that time, I was also waiting for the result of my board exam, but I was able to find a job already sa City Health Office. So, I was very happy then kasi that time, nakakatulong na ako sa family ko na desire ko na matulungan, lalong-lalo na yung mga kapatid ko na mga younger sa akin. Parang feeling ko na gusto ko rin, kasi 5 pa sila, so gusto ko rin na makatapos sila ng pag-aaral. So that was my dream, to really help. Kasi alam tayo ng parents ko na doon ako naging masaya na tumulong.
So there were still 5 of them still studying, and then tumutulong ka sa kanila kahit papaano, yung 5 nag-aaral.
Opo. Yes po. Yes po.
Thank you.
Lalo na noon, first year, yung isa, yung sunod sa akin, first year college. So, nakatulong lang ako sa kanya, I think 1 year. Then the rest, so hindi ko na natulungan. I mean, after that.
Okay, thank you. Sir Maricar?
So ako naman po, 4 na taon before entering the convent, 4 na taon po ako nagtrabaho. So, tig 2 taon po sa different company, but it's more of financial company. So I work as parang sa bangko. And for me, at that time, since I am the eldest of the family, I consider myself already as a breadwinner. And yeah, the feeling is there that I am so much, at that time, very responsible in helping, no? Makatulong sa pamilya. And like Sister Beth, I have also 5 other siblings behind me na kailangan ko rin tulungan. Kaya nandun, nangingibabaw po yung pakiramdam na obligasyon ko na makatulong sa family ko at that moment. So, yun po.
Okay. So, how and when did you realize you have vocation? Before working or in the course of working? Sir Beth?
Okay. Actually, parang bago ako noon magtrabaho, parang gulong-gulo na ako, hindi ko na alam kung anong gusto ko sa buhay. Pero nagkaroon ako noon ng work. And then na-discover ko, na-realize ko na may vocation pala ako while working. Kasi nagkataon din nung nagtatrabaho ako sa City Health Office, kasi ang City Health Office napakalapit niya sa Cathedral, Legazpi. So, yung program noon ng government, ng Department of Health, nagkaroon ng 1-week seminar na hineld dyan sa Cathedral. So, nagstay ako ng 1 week sa Cathedral. At hindi ko noon alam na yung ginamit naming mga rooms, yun pala yung dating dormitory ng Santa Rafaela. Kasi kakalipat lang nila noon sa Daraga. So, doon. So, every morning, parang ginigising ako ng bell ng 5:30, 6 o'clock. Na-realize ko, parang there's something that I need to respond to. Tapos mula noon, doon nag-start yung lagi na ako nagsisimba araw-araw. So doon ko na-nourish yung bukasyon ko na parang there's something deeper na kailangan kong tugunan. So, yun. Mula noon hanggang ngayon, lagi na ako nagsisimba araw-araw. So, yun. Doon ko na-realize while I was working na God is calling me to religious life.
So the Eucharist. Napakalakas.
The Eucharist, pagsimba. Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, Sir Maricar, thank you. Sir Beth?
Opo.
Yeah, actually, I am a former ACI family. So, I think it started there, yung pagtuklas ko dun sa bukasyon na meron ako. Siguro yung nagkaroon ako ng pagkakataon na maranasan yung formations, tapos mas makilala yung charisma ng congregation, lalo na yung adoration. So, it helps me to have a deeper connection with God. And parang nung nagtatrabaho ako, parang hinanap-hanap ko yung ganung pakiramdam. Although, yung years na yon parang nasa discernment process na talaga ako noon. Na, ayun, parang tinitimbang-timbang ko pa kung alin ba talaga yung bukasyon na meron ako. Pero sa kaibuturan ng puso ko talaga noon is yung karanasan na naramdaman ko nung nag-a-adoration ako, na pakiramdam ko, hindi ako nag-iisa. Yung parang fulfilled, no? Na I feel complete, no? Na iba yung pakiramdam. May nahanap ko na hindi ko nararanasan nung nagtatrabaho ako na, of course, no, we are earning, we can buy things that we like, that we need, we provide for our families. Pero iba, may pakiramdam ako ng mga panahon na nagtatrabaho ako na hinahanap-hanap ng puso ko, which is that one. So, I continued my discernment. And then, I had the chance to have a discernment retreat. Actually, it's supposed to be for 5 days. But because of the work, medyo yung demand ng days is very difficult for me to ask from the company. So, they just give me 3 days. So, I had a very short discernment retreat. And it was a very maybe fruitful and positive yung naging result, because at that discernment, I was able to help to really own and own that vocation that I know that the Lord has for me, which is religious life. Yun po. Thank you.
Thank you.
So, malakas talaga po ang adoration. Eucharistia pa rin talaga. And then, of course, nandun na yun. Nandun na yung love nyo yung work nyo, and then you're already happy with providing your family, and then providing something for your family, no? Especially yung education, yung sa mga kapatid ninyo na tigli-lima kayo pareho. And then, so ano yung mga... Oo, nagkataon pareho. Ang dami nun, ha? So what were your struggles nun? What were your struggles, your dilemma with regards to responding to your vocation vis-a-vis the need of the family?
Sister Beth, yun to.
Okay. So, yung struggle ko, syempre unang-una, paano na yung mga kapatid ko? Kasi yun ang dream ko talaga, to really help. Yun ang nagbibigay sa akin. Pero nung dahil nga lagi ako nagsisimba, parang naano ko na mayroong kailangang tugunan, no? It's parang that time, dahil nagsisimba ako lagi, natatanggap ko si Jesus sa Eucharistia, parang kumpleto yung araw ko. Parang ito na yung hinahanap ko. Ito na yung feeling ko that time na nandun na lahat ng grasya na kailangan ko at kakailanganin ko pagdating ng araw. So, yung struggle, hindi na masyado ganun kalakas. Of course, na parang na-overcome ko yon nung nag-say yes ako. Okay. So parang ipinagkatiwala ko lahat sa Diyos. Kasi siya naman ang source ng lahat, lalo na yung strength ko, yung pagtulong ko, yung inspiration ko. So, yun. Of course, hindi madali sa akin na sabihin sa family ko, napapasok ako lalo na sa mama ko. So, inibitahan ko pa siyang maglakad-lakad para lang masabi ko na napapasok ako. So, hindi ganun. So, struggle ko talaga na iwanan na magpaalam sa family ko. Pero, mas natagpuan ko yung kapayapaan nung nag-say vocation to it. So, yun po.
Okay, thank you. Sister Maricar.
So ako naman po, ang naging struggle po, of course, from the moment that I know that already I have the vocation, after nito, paano ko to sasabihin sa lahat, no? Sa family ko, sa mga taong nakapaligid sa akin. Kasi unang-una po, yung bukasyon ko, na alam kong para sa akin na pinili ng Diyos, ay hindi po nila yun maintindihan. No? Sa panahon po na, sa generation na kung saan po ako, kung anong generation ko, it's very difficult to really explain to them. So, especially when I asked permission to live in my work, so they were all curious, what is that? They don't understand. It's something like, parang it's an insane decision for all, no? For my family, for my friends, and for the coworkers. Parang, nawawala ka na ba sa sarili mo at napili mong magmadre? Tapos you are already something, I mean, my career is already progressing, something like that. So I'm and my dreams are there also, no? I'm reaching my dreams at the same time. So yun yung naging struggle ko na paano ko ipaiintindi sa mga taong nakapaligid sa akin, no? yung itong bukasyon na meron ako. And yeah, and of course, no, yung andyan na yung iiwan mo yung family, your responsibility, no, hindi man sa pababayaan, pero parang pakiramdam ko I'm leaving them behind, no? Paano na sila, no? So, yun po.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you po. So what was your greatest fear when you were already seriously considering entering the religious life, which means minus one breadwinner in the family? Sister Beth, please.
Okay. So yung fear ko that time, siguro, yung man say, paano pag pumasok ako, paano pag na-discover kung hindi pala ako para doon? Parang masasayang lahat. No? Parang pagkatapos, iwanan ng family ko, tapos madidiscover ko lang. Pero hindi ako nagtuon doon. No? Tapos syempre, kung hindi makakatapos yung mga kapatid ko, parang naku, baka pagsisihan ko to pagdating ng araw. Pero yung doon ako nagkaroon ng malalim na relasyon sa Diyos with that fear. Fear in a sense na kinausap ko ang Diyos heart to heart. Sabi ko sa Kanya, kung tinatawag mo talaga ako, please do everything for me. So siya mismo ang gumawa ng daan. So bago ako nung nagpaalam ako nun, kasi I was staying with my godmother, yung Ate Bren Dodado, sabi niya sa akin, don't worry, I can help your brother. So she fulfilled her promise. So tinulungan niya yung kapatid ko na makapagtapos. So mula noon, sunod-sunod na yung mga tulong na dumating sa family ko. Yung 5 kong kapatid, apat nakatapos sila in college, except yung isa kasi he really chose not to asawa siya ng maaga. So yun yung fear ko na paano kung hindi ako talaga para doon. Pero ang isa na naalala ko noon, just trust, I am with you always. So yung salita ng Diyos, yun ang pinanindigan ko sa gitna ng takot na hindi ako pababayaan ng Diyos.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Sige, Sir Maricar.
So ako naman, my greatest fear is somehow like Sister Beth, no? Yung papaano na yung family ko if I financially, no? Kasi dahil ako nga yung may malaking na itutulong sa pamilya at that time, so papaano na sila. And another thing is yun din, yung fear na what if hindi para sa akin talaga ito. But I know within me na decision ako, paninindigan ko. So bahala na ang Diyos sa akin. So what I remember when I was discerning, no, one ACI sister, I don't know, maybe Sister Anna, who told me, no, because my worry at that time is who will provide, no, who will provide for my family. And then she just told me, you know, God provides. And you know that even God provides better than you. So, it's that, no? It's there. Nandun pa rin yung buong pagtitiwala. And then, yeah, I'm actually accompanied, no, during those discernment moments that I was very graced by those, no, those people who accompany me, no, the ACI sisters, no, na tumulong sa akin. Kasi importante yon na when you are discerning, somebody has to accompany you, and to really make you feel na your call is really a call, from God. And yung pagpapatibay ng tiwala na pinagkaloob ng Diyos sa akin. So, yun po yun, I have a lot of fears, but then I am accompanied to face that fear. And yun, I am very blessed to have those people who accompany me.
Yeah.
Ang galing, no? Una, nag-enjoy sa trabaho, sa blessing ni God. And then after that, yung nakilala, yung encounter with the Lord. And then nagkaroon ng relasyon, in particular kay Jesus Eucharist. And then nandun na yung fear, nandun na yung mga doubts, mga dilema, mga takot. And then nanaig yung trust, yung tiwala. And then, of course, kalakip dyan sa tawag na yan, nandun yung promesa, yung promise that I will take care of your family. I will not just take care of you, I also take care of your family. And true enough, the Lord has always has always been true to His word. And then yung kay Sister Beth, tapos lahat except yung isa by choice na hindi siya magtatapos, pero nandyan lahat yung helps. And I think the same way with Sister Marie Carden, na hindi naman talaga na napabayaan sa ere yung mga kapatid na natirang 5, right? So yun, kasi nga it is the Lord. Siya yung may-ari ng lahat, siya yung nakakaalam ng lahat. So if you can trust other people, why not trust the Lord who owns everything, who created us, who sustains life, lahat-lahat na. So wag po tayong matakot. Kahit breadwinner ka po, pwede ka pa rin tawagin ng Diyos. Hindi siya yung parang hindi pwede kasi breadwinner ako, period. No, hindi. At narinig nga natin yung mga guests natin this afternoon.
Okay, so salamat sa mga sharing nyo, initial sharing about being a breadwinner, but say yes to the Lord's call. Now it's time for a break, so it's 1:35.
An oras hatod sa Indokang.
Biogesic for Kids. Now in syrup formula. Di na kailangang i-shake. Kaya buhos agad, inom agad.
Optin Lutein Capsule. Alagaan ang paningin sa tulong ng Optin. Kitang-kita ang kalusugan ng mata.
GSM Blue. Choose what's true. Choose GSM Blue.
RightMed. Pag may check, that's the right one. The right one is RightMed.
Artisan Joint Supplement. Bumabagal ang galaw dahil sa joint pain at arthritis. Mag-Artisan Bear Brand Fortified Powdered Milk Drink. Mag-Bear Brand araw-araw.
Figaro.
Birit na sana kaso parang may gumagasgas. Ganyan ang ubong may plemang mahirap ilabas. Mag-Plemex Forte Syrup. Gawa sa natural na lagundi. Tinutunaw ang plema. Pinipigil ang ubo. Ramdam ang hagod ng ginhawa. Sing your heart out. Basta lagundi, Plemex. Mabibili ang Plemex Forte Syrup 60 ml at 120 ml sa mga pangunahing butikan nationwide. Vitex Nagundo L is a generic name of Plemex Forte. If symptoms persist, consult your doctor.
Adrian Salceda, Adrian Salceda. Padagos ang pagtabang niya sa sato padabata. Yan ang satong alkalde sa banwaan Pulangi. Taon-taon kadako lang mga naginibuhan niya. Idolo padabata si Adrian Salceda. Tunay na aki kang tercer distrito. Nonoy kap Adrian sa tuyang idolo. Adrian Salceda, padabat siya kan masa. Alcalde kan Pulangi, mayor nonoy kap ikana. Adrian Salceda, pag-asenso na matita. Banuan kan Pulangi, kay mayor nonoy kap.
High blood, hypertension, alta presyon, at kung ano-ano pa. Iba't iba man ang tawag, ito ay kayang-kayang makontrol sa tulong ng trio kontra sa anumang sakit. Regular na ehersisyo, tamang nutrisyon, at say no to bisyo. Regular din na kumonsulta sa ating primary care providers para malaman ang angkop na gamutan depende sa inyong risk factors. Para iwas alta presyon, tamang nutrisyon, ehersisyo at medikasyon ang solusyon. Isang paalala mula sa inyong DOH Bicol Center for Health Development.
Kung ikaw ay edad 50 pataas katulad ko, may mataas na ang risk ng panlalabo ng paningin. Mas challenging ang pang-araw-araw na gawain tulad ng pagbabasa, pagsusulat, at pagmamaneho. Ang Optin ay may lutin na maaaring makatulong sa kalusugan ng mata, nilalabanan ng epekto ng glaucoma, macular degeneration at katarata. Kitang-kita ang kalusugan.
Mabibili ang Optin sa mga pangunahing butika nationwide. Mahalagang paalala, ang Optin ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamitin panggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.
Sing along with me and Curtis!
Nanghihinayang sa araw ko.
Uy, friend, di maka-move on dahil sa sipon?
Magbagong Neozep Z Plus, now with zinc. Mas bilis galing sa sintomas ng sipon by 2 to 3 days versus Neozep Forte.
Walang hinayang, bawi na ang araw ko.
Neozep Z Plus, now with zinc.
Alagang Unilab yan.
Phenylephrine HCl chlorphenamine maleate paracetamol plus zinc is the generic name of Neozep Z Plus. If symptoms persist, consult your doctor.
Okay, welcome back sa ating programa Usapang Bukasyon ACI tuwing Biyernes 1:00 hanggang 2:00 ng hapon. So bago natin ipagpatuloy ang ating talakayan tungkol sa episode 16, The Breadwinners Who Found the Real Bread. Konting advertisement muna. Kung sino man po ang nakakaramdam ng stress, anxiety, depression, hindi makatulog or insomnia, it can be addressed by ear acupuncture for detoxification. So punta lang po kayo sa aming convent sa Santa Rafaela Maria Students Home and we can address those problem.
But may mga students na need ngang dormitory ni BU, AMEC, DWC, CL, Tangchurin. You may want to consider Santa Rafaela Maria Student Dorm po or dun sa Mangtet ng Boy Sams. We also accept transactions po. Please visit us.
By the way, we also facilitate recollections and retreats and also give parents and children's encounters. So please message us if you're interested. Available po kami. At kung may mga kakilala kayong nais mag-search ng kanilang bokasyon, message us also. Kita Kids.
Okay. So regarding the real bread that Sister Beth and Marical were able to discover, truly in their mas nakita nila na ang tunay na nagbibigay ng real bread is si Jesus in the Eucharist. And they were able to experience it in their own life as they say yes. And also I think it was also shared into their family, the real bread. Ano? So hindi lang yung bread physical, but the spiritual bread that will really sustain us eternally. So yun yung matinding bread na ibinibigay ngayon ng aming mga sisters sa kanilang pamilya. Okay.
What they request when you already enter, sisters?
Do you have regrets daw po?
So, okay ako. So, no regrets. Naramdaman ko na I'm grateful to God for He called me. Siya ang Diyos na nag-alaga sa akin at siya ang Diyos na nag-aalaga, patuloy na nag-aalaga sa family ko. Kasi that time na nag-say yes ako, feeling ko na ang Diyos ang may hawak sa akin. Yung pagkakaiba ng siya ang may hawak sa akin, hindi lang ako yung humahawak sa Kanya. So naramdaman ko yun na hinahawakan ako ng Diyos. So no regrets. So I'm grateful for the gift of vocation to religious life.
Okay, thank you.
In particular with ACI, Handmaids of the Sacred Heart.
Of course.
Jesus.
Yes.
Sige, Sister Maricar.
Yes. As of now, talaga, forever, no? I have no regrets. I have no regrets. And ang Diyos na hindi talaga nagpabaya. Yun yung wala akong regrets. Na hindi talaga nagpabaya ang Diyos. He He is there, no, with me all the time, no, not only with me, but with my family and those people around me, no. Slowly, little by little, now they are understanding where I am, no. Naiintindihan na po nila kung ano yung bukasyong niyakap ko. And yun yung pinagpapasalamat ko sa Diyos. And walang pinagsisisihan.
Tama nga talaga. Pag may grasya na binibigay ang Diyos sa atin, hindi lang sa atin, extended talaga yun sa family. So may grasya din yung pamilya na dahan-dahan talaga. At eventually, mayakap na talaga na buong-buo yung bukasyon. Lahat tayo nagsimula sa ganun, na dahan-dahan, pakunti-kunti, until ngayon talaga buong-buo na po yung pagyakap. And at the end of the day, they're grateful to have children, daughters who are sisters, religious, ACI. So tapos na tayo sa labas, pasok na tayo sisters. So ito naman yung tanong natin, nasa loob na kayo. So of course, at the outset, syempre, earning kayo, you have your own money, and then kayong tagabigay, kayo yung mga benefactor, o di ba? Ganda naman ang term. So parang benefactor, breadwinner, kayo tagabigay. And then pagpasok sa kumbento, may shift, di ba? So from ikaw yung nagbibigay, ikaw yung kailangang humingi sa lahat ng mga needs mo. And then from maraming money, wala nang money. Yung ganon. So how did you manage at the outset, in the beginning? Of course now, expert na kayo. But in the beginning, were there struggles, and how did you manage it?
Ako muna. Actually, hindi ako masyado nahirapan humingi ng needs kasi provided naman yung mga basic needs. Nandoon lahat. Except yung pinakagrabing struggle ko talaga pag nakakatanggap ako ng sulat galing sa papa ko. So, yun ang pinakagrabing struggle ko noon na with that struggle, mas lalong lumalim yung pakikipag-ugnayan ko sa Diyos. So, at doon ko rin na naramdaman na very generous ang Diyos sa akin. So, lalo na sa family ko. So, of course, may mga needs talagang kailangan. Pero yung pagiging bukas, yung pagiging open na kailangan. Kasi nga isa yun sa promise ng Diyos na He will be with me. So, kung ano yung needs ko, pinupunuan niya. So, yun, na lahat ng pangyayari sa buhay ko, lalo na sa loob, na naging faithful ang Diyos sa akin. So, He is very true to His promise. So, yun.
Thank you, Sir Beth.
Thank you.
So, yeah, ako naman, no, like Sister Beth also, no, hindi rin sa akin naging mahirap yung mga pangangailangan sa loob ng kumbento kasi as a breadwinner, no, we are more of giving, no, for our family. Sometimes we forgot ourselves, so we don't think much of our needs. So, kaya medyo okay lang din. But the struggle is the moment when you need to ask, no, something, no, what you really need. Yun yung pinaka naging struggle ko sa loob ng kumbento. Dahil nga, ako as a breadwinner, I am the one giving. So this time, I am the one asking. So medyo struggle siya, no? Struggle kasi andun yung pride at the same time, no, na noon ako kaya kong i-provide kung ano pangangailangan ng iba. Ngayon, ako naman ang maghihingi. So, yung naging struggle ko po sa loob ng kumbento. But I am teaching, no, on how I am like, no, yung magsimula ulit, no, like a child, no, who is totally dependent on the providence of God. So, yun po yung mga natututunan ko sa loob ng kumbento, no? To ask, no, to ask and to beg, no, not only material things, but graces. And yun, yung in times, lalo na rin yung kapag tumawag ang family, they need something, you cannot give anything. So, ang takbuhan ko is, no, ang Diyos, na Lord, please help them, provide for them. So, that is somehow a struggle, no? Yung, I cannot give material things. But on the other side, I can run to God, no, at that moment, to ask Him. So, yun po. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. Materially nga, hindi tayo makakapagbigay. Pero the owner of all material things in the whole wide world is the Lord. So He really does things na parang basta, dumadating na lang, na parang basta, dumadating na lang, yun. Iba-ibang pamamaraan, minsan through the congregation, minsan sa ibang tao, basta, more than the gift is really the giver. We have to really focus on the giver, and the giver is always generous and faithful.
Okay, thank you, Sister Ned. And sisters, how did God accompany you in this regard? And what was your greatest realization po? Sister Maricana.
Where's Sister Beth?
Sister Beth.
Sister Marica, ikaw na muna, nawala si Sister Beth. Tas hindi
So,
ka
I really, yeah, I realize that if you really trust what is the plan of God to you, everything will be okay, and everything will be on the right path. And yeah, along the way there are struggles, but it's part of it. And yeah, in answering God's plan and saying yes to His call is what we have told you, me and Sister Beth, we had no regret at the moment. No, we had no regrets talaga. So, yun po yun, yung magtiwala from the beginning, that you felt that God is calling you and God has a plan for you. You just trust Him and He will take care the rest for you.
Sister Beth said the one accompanying her is a faithful God. How about you, Sister Maricar? Sino yung Diyos na nag-accompany sa'yo through the years? Kay Sister Beth, she mentioned it, and sinabi niya, God has always been faithful to me. So he's being accompanied by a faithful God. And how about you? How would you describe your God who accompanies you through the years po?
Through the years. Well, I have the image of a good shepherd with me, a God who always embraces me and always looks for me, who carries me all from the beginning that I said yes, and on the journey who accompanies all the time. I have this image of a good shepherd. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Sister Beth, would you like to say something more? Kinote na kita kasi na-mention mo na yung isang tanong, but would you like to comment about the God who accompanied you?
Yes. Siguro yung pagiging faithful ko sa faithfulness ng Diyos sa akin, dahil totoo ang Diyos sa kanyang mga pangako. Tapos yung realization doon, yung greatest realization, yung lagi akong nagtitiwala sa kanya. Siya naman, sa kanya naman lahat ng gagaling, lahat. So, yun. Maraming pagkakataon na talagang naramdaman ko na ginagabayan ako ng Diyos. So He is really true to His promise that He will be with me.
So parang the faithful good shepherd. Tapos ang response naman ninyo is tiwala. Tiwala lang, yun lang, trust. And then bahala na siya sa iba.
Okay, salamat sa inyong mga sharing. So, ang bilis ng oras. It's time to say goodbye again. But before that, would you like to give your parting message, and especially those who are considered breadwinners and cannot let go yet? Say your parting message to those who are searching and cannot let go yet until this time.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, Sister Beth, you want to do the first one? Sister Maricar, sige. Ano pa siya?
Okay po. Can you hear me po?
Okay. Parting message
Okay.
to our searcher.
Parting, para breadwinners, para po sa mga so if you feel that God is calling you, especially in religious life, specifically to be a handmaid, just
Sige, Sister Maricar muna.
Okay. Hello. Malinaw po ba yung
Okay, yes,
boses
clear.
ko?
Clear.
Clear ako.
Okay.
So, for me, my message is don't let anything stop you from fulfilling God's will, God's plan for your life. And always remember that if it is God's will, He will provide resources, opportunities, and many, many ways, and overflowing blessings. Just trust Him. He is the real bread. He is the real bread life that nourishes not only material or physical, but your spiritual. So trust Him and answer His call for you.
Okay, thank
Thank
you. Sir Beth? Your parting message? Sir Beth?
Sister Beth? Sister Hang muna.
May connection pala.
Oo.
Okay. For those who are breadwinners, including me sometimes only, let us thank the Lord for giving us the chance to work and to help our families before we enter religious life. That's our way to express our grateful heart to our own families. When we found the true bread that is Jesus, we can give up everything to follow Him because He promises those who give up his or her life for the sake of the kingdom will receive 100-fold. And yet it is true enough that I have everything when I have Jesus. The Lord is always faithful in His word. Therefore, do not be afraid and hesitate to respond to His calling.
Ituloy ko na, wala pa si Sister Beth. Mauna na ako. Mga breadwinners, salamat sa pagmamahal at pagbibigay ng sarili sa pamilya. Huwag pasanin ang mundo na tila mag-isa ka at walang katuwang. Chill ka lang. Alagaan mo rin ang sarili mo. It's time to stop, look, and listen. Kasi baka may sinasabi ang Diyos sa'yo. Baka meron siyang mas malalim na panawagan sa'yo na di mo lang napagpapagtuunan ng pansin dahil sa dami ng pinagkakaabalahan mo. Huwag matakot na umpisahan ang proseso ng disernimiento. Discover for yourself the real bread, Jesus Eucharist. He is waiting for you. Arat na, we are here to accompany you, to help you in your search.
Okay, wala nang connection siguro si Sister Beth. Sige, so muling kaming nagpapasalamat sa mga share ng ating mga bisita ngayon. Salamat sa inyo. Again, please message us in the comment section of DCGB News Online Usapang Bokasyon ACI or at our FB Messenger or at ACI Vocation Phil. Or you may subscribe also to your YouTube channel, ACI Vocation, or better still visit us at Santa Rafaela Maria Students Home in Sagpon, Daraga, Albay. Muli po kaming nagpapasalamat sa inyo sa lahat na sumusubaybay sa programang Usapang Bokasyon ACI bawat Biyernes ng hapon 1:00 hanggang 2:00 sa radio station ng DCGB News Online. Ang inyong lingkod, Sister Jessie, Sister Net, Sister Marta, At ang ating mga bisita ngayon, Sister Beth Pacquiao at Sister Maricar Bartolome. Salamat po at magandang hapon sa muli. See you next Friday.